There comes a moment in every warrior's life when the silence becomes too loud to ignore. When the weight becomes too heavy to carry the same old way. When you wake up and feel it, the shift, the restlessness, the inner pull that whispers, your time is coming. This is that moment for you. This is the awakening. You've been walking through seasons where nothing made sense. Doors closed. People vanished. Opportunities slipped through your fingers like sand. You thought you were being punished, forgotten, overlooked. But listen carefully. God hides His chosen ones before He reveals them. Every delay was preparation. Every setback was sharpening you. Every rejection was protection. You weren't being buried. You were being planted. And now, the soil around you is shaking because the roots have taken hold. Something new is rising in you. Something stronger. Something sharper. 22/5 is not just a date on a calendar. It is your appointed season. You feel the pressure. Good. Pressure means transformation. Pressure means God has His hand on your life. Pressure means He is getting ready to elevate you to a level your past self could never handle. This awakening is not gentle. God is shaking off the fear, the doubt, the weakness, the excuses. He's calling you to rise like a lion from the ashes. To step out of the shadows you hid in for too long, warrior. This is your call to stand. This is the moment heaven turns its eyes toward you. This is where your new chapter begins. With fire, with purpose. With divine favor, preparing to break open your life. The first sign that God is getting ready to shift your life in 2025 is simple. Your old life starts suffocating you. You wake up, and suddenly, the things that used to comfort you feel empty. The conversations you once enjoyed feel shallow. The habits you depended on feel pointless. You outgrow your old life before you step into your new one. And that tension is divine. God will make you uncomfortable on purpose. He will make your spirit too big for the environment you're in. He will stir a dissatisfaction that forces you to move. You weren't meant to stay where you've been. If you were, you'd still feel aligned. But instead, everything feels tight, small, limiting. Because God is stretching you. Because your calling is expanding. Because the level you're moving into requires a version of you that can no longer fit inside the life you built from your past pain. This is why the old cycles don't feel right anymore. This is why procrastination makes you angry with yourself. This is why your heart feels restless at night. It's not anxiety. It's spiritual growth. When God prepares to elevate a warrior, He breaks their comfort zone. He strips away everything that kept them small. You feel the tension. That's God saying, move, shift, rise. Don't cling to yesterday. Don't shrink back into the version of yourself you were finally breaking out of. You're being called higher. And the old life, the old habits, the old identity, they simply cannot go with you. This shrinking is the first sign of God expanding your destiny. Here's a hard truth. God will start removing people before He blesses you. Not after, before. Because the weight of your next season requires a circle that can handle it. And most can't. You felt it. People drifting. People switching up. People who once supported you suddenly silent. People you trusted revealing who they really were. That's not coincidence. That's cleansing. You prayed for elevation, but elevation requires separation. You prayed for clarity, but clarity requires distance. Every person who walked away didn't leave, they were removed. God heard conversations you didn't, saw intentions you couldn't. Not everyone who clapped for you was cheering. Some were waiting for you to fall. Some were draining your spirit. Some were distracting you from the path. When God's favor approaches, He cuts away anything that can't survive the next level. Lions don't run with sheep. Eagles don't fly with pigeons. Kings don't sit with critics. Yes, loneliness hurts, but it's not abandonment, it's alignment. God isolates His chosen warriors before He launches them. If someone left, let them go. If someone changed, bless them and release them. If someone betrayed you, thank God you found out now. Your destiny is too important. Your mission is too heavy. Your calling is too high. 22:5 will not allow dead weight. The people falling away are not losses. They are necessary exits for your elevation. Stand tall. You're not losing people. You're losing distractions. If your life feels like a battlefield lately, good. That means you're close. The storms increase when the enemy knows God is about to promote you. The pressure intensifies when your breakthrough is near. You've been wondering, why is everything hitting me at once? Why does it feel like I'm fighting war after war? Why is the weight getting heavier? Because you are crossing the threshold, and thresholds are guarded by resistance. Every warrior must face one final storm before stepping into the promise. When you're far from your destiny, life is quiet. When you're close, hell gets loud. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't a threat. He attacks what carries power. And you carry power. You carry purpose. You carry divine favor the enemy cannot stop. You're not breaking down, you're breaking through. The pressure you feel isn't designed to crush you, but to carve you. Diamonds survive pressure. Steel survives fire. Warriors survive storms. The battles you're fighting are not signs of weakness. They are proof of progress. They are indicators that heaven is shifting your life into alignment. Hold your ground. Don't let fear choke your faith. Don't let doubt blind you to what's coming. God is strengthening you for what you prayed for. Every tear, every setback, every sleepless night, they're not wasted. They're sharpening your spirit. They're preparing your character. The storm is not there to stop you. It's there to announce that your breakthrough is arriving. And 2025 will reveal the reward you fought for. Something inside you has awakened a strength you didn't have before. You still feel fear, yes. But fear no longer controls you. You still feel uncertainty, yes. But uncertainty no longer paralyzes you. That shift you feel is called courage. Not the loud kind. The quiet kind. The kind that whispers, try again. The kind that tells you, stand up. The kind that refuses to let you drown in your old patterns. This courage is not accidental. It's divine. It's God rebuilding your spirit, rewiring your mindset, reactivating your inner warrior, because what's coming in 2025 requires boldness. No more shrinking. No more settling. No more playing small just to make others comfortable. You feel the fire returning. You feel the hunger rebuilding. You feel the desire to step into the life you once thought was impossible, and that courage, It is the most powerful sign that God's hand is on your life. Because people can fake confidence, but they cannot fake conviction. This courage is your signal that God has flipped a switch inside you. That He is preparing you to walk into rooms you once feared, to speak what you once swallowed, to claim what you once doubted. You are not the same person you were last year, or last month, or even last week. Courage doesn't shout. It rises, quietly, steadily, powerfully. You're stepping into your identity. You're stepping into your authority. You're stepping into the man God designed you to be. This courage is your confirmation. You're ready. You'll know God is shifting your life when doors start opening that you didn't knock on. Opportunities show up in places you never expected. People suddenly appear to help you without you asking. This is the sign of divine alignment. God moves fast when the time is right. You'll notice blessings that feel effortless. You'll start walking into moments that feel scripted, timed, orchestrated. It's not coincidence, it's precision. It's heaven responding to your preparation. And the most powerful sign of all, peace. Not peace because everything is perfect, but peace in the middle of imperfection. Peace with unanswered questions. Peace while the details are still unclear. Peace that doesn't make sense. This peace is God's signature. It's His way of saying, "This is me. Trust it." When God opens a door, you won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to break yourself to keep it. You will simply walk through it. Not with fear, but with certainty. Not with anxiety, but with calm strength. This peace is the confirmation that 2025 is not the year you chase, it's the year you receive. It's the year you align. It's the year you step boldly into God's plan without hesitation. The doors are opening. The path is clearing. The peace is settling. God is telling you, this is the season I prepared you for. This is the final battlefield, your mind. Because God can open every door. But if you don't eliminate the enemies inside you, you will sabotage the blessing. Here are the 10 things destroying your success, the things God is demanding you kill before 2025 unfolds. Fear, the silent thief of destiny. Procrastination, the killer of momentum. Self-doubt, the quiet voice that tells you you're unworthy. Anger, the poison that blinds you. Laziness, the enemy of excellence. Excuses, the chains you place on yourself. Toxic people. Emotional anchors dragging you backward. Comfort, the coffin where dreams go to die. Weak discipline, the gap between potential and achievement. Believing you're not enough, the lie the enemy whispers to chosen ones. These are the shadows you must confront. These are the chains you must break. These are the burdens you must lay down. Because God cannot elevate a man who still clings to his old limitations. He cannot bless a warrior who refuses to fight what's killing him from within. But you are built for this. You are chosen for this. Yo.